All right, my friends, happy Sunday fun day to you. And here bringing your horoscope for Sunday, the 27th of September 2020. We've got the moon moving through the middle degrees of the sign of Aquarius, right? It's about the future, the technology, it's about the community, the social gatherings. And I'll be honest, like during the first part of our day, the moon's kind of free. It's not void, of course, but it's not making a lot of aspects. All right, this is kind of like an emotional free day. All right, our focus, our emotional need is on the future. It is about community. It is about social aspects of life. I personally love when the moon is in Aquarius on the weekends, okay? Because it's a buzzing electric kind of energy, okay? Remember, the Aquarius is the water in the air that allows electricity to flow. It's those connecting dots, right? That's humanity. That's the social community, connecting all the dots, all the pieces together. All right, it won't be till later on in the evening, almost midnight, when the moon opposes Venus and creates a trine down here. I'll show you, a trine down here to the north node. So let me push this forward hours. Yeah, here we go. Starts around 10. Yeah, midnight, you know. The moon opposes, so it's midnight my time, so my friends in Los Angeles, it'll hit you around 9 p.m. You know, the moon opposing Venus, Venus saying, this is what I love, this is what I desire, this is what I want, and it's my expression, and I got to be the star of the show, and it's about me, okay? And the moon over here is like, this doesn't need to be about the community, you know, and it's just like, you know, we don't want to be that kid at recess, you know, that was like, you know, it's me and my way and the highway, and this is, you know, it's just like that, you know. It's like we've got to open up, you know, opening up to the social aspects. You know, it's not just about self, but it's about the other people. Okay, so this moon is bringing a bit of balance since all of this energy had left Virgo about our services for others, right? So when we look at the, you know, Leo, Aquarius, you know, this is about the star of the show. This is the lead actor or the you know, your Michael Jordan or whatever, you know what I mean? And this is like the coach of the team. This is the person that has the vision, the director of the show, that puts everything in its right place. Okay, so there's a need to take ourselves out of this particular equation, especially when it gets to later in the evening, you know, because this energy, although it is lovely and needed right now, it can be a bit much of I, me, my, I self. You know, we also have Eris, Lilith, Mars, and Chiron, all in the sign of Aries, you know, which is all about me, my, I self. Right, so we have that, and then we have Venus moving forward in expression, my expression. I mean, definitely deals with romance as well, and a loving feeling. But, you know, on the flip side of it, it can be very much about I. You know, this is like, let's take ourselves out of the equation. Let's just go have fun. It's not about what I want to do. What does the community want to do? I want to hang out with my friends. I want to see you more than I want you to do the thing that I want to do. You know, something like that. So it's like going with the flow of things, okay? Now, another really cool aspect that's going on today, let me show you, is the sun all day long, okay? We still got this grand trine here. You got a kite formation. There's two formations I want to talk about right now. One is this kite, okay? This is happening between Mars, Eris. Remember, this is how we deal with information, how we deal with communication that's given to us. And this conjunction is saying, relax. Take a break. Don't get fired up. You know, there's a possibility, sextile down here, the north node, there's a possibility we might have misunderstood the intentions of whatever person has submitted this information to us, whatever it is. There's a possibility, you know, they're in their business mind at the moment and they didn't give you the bedside manners that you needed, you know, and you know, this is like, don't react too much. Just calm it down, go with the flow. Maybe I'm overthinking something. Maybe it's, you know, again, that same thing. Maybe I'm making it too much about me. It's like, no, we got to make this more about the group. All right. So it's about letting go. This letting go, connecting with this Venus aspect. Again, that pride and courage and love and romance. okay? And being in that place of romance, putting the armor down, changing how we're dealing with information, okay? And all of it is pointing toward us seeking our own direction, okay? Now, there's a million astrologers. I have no idea. You know what I mean? And we can all tell you, oh, well, this in your chart could mean this, or this coming up here on this day could mean that. You know, it's like, but it's got to be you. It's got to be right for you. You know, it has to be right for you. Just because it worked for me, or, you know, follow my 15 steps of success and you'll be just like me. It's like, no. You have to find success the way you do, you know, and this is having the courage and releasing of the social aspects of other people, of what they think you should be, you know. Then we have the sun forming an awesome aspect, the septile, my favorite. Septiles, okay, we got Mercury. Oh my God, there's more. I forgot Mercury moved into Scorpio today. All right, so let's break these down real quick. We got the sun here in Libra, balancing our partnerships, balancing all of our relationships here, connecting to the North Node, septile. This is an easy flow of going in our own path, going in our own direction. This could mean we're splitting up, meaning this partnership isn't working out, okay, because this is connecting with Pluto. And Pluto says, I'm the authority here. Okay, and I'm connecting with the North Node as well. And my personal happiness is extremely important. Okay, there's also, I'm sorry, this isn't to Pluto, this is connecting to Jupiter. Jupiter, the septile sun, Jupiter, North Node, quintile, Venus, up here to Jupiter. Okay, so this is, look, if we love ourselves, of course we love ourselves. Okay. There's a creative way of expansion. This expansion and understanding our own authority, we must bring balance into our lives and balance our relationships of authority, okay? Further, going in our own direction. So that's why I'm saying this is an interesting, peculiar set of septiles. And let me jump on this here too. We have Mercury freshly into Scorpio, septile to the South Node, okay? So it's deep communication, deep information that allows an emotional release, that allows a release of knowledge, a release of information that no longer serves us in the higher good of where we're going, because where we're going is this grand kite here. And this grand kite is saying, have courage, be strong, there's no need to fight, there's no need to misunderstand something, go slow, go slow because it's retrograde, although Gemini is a very quick, speedy little sign, ruled by Mercury. So everything is pointing to follow your own path, go your own direction. Okay, so this might mean, look, this partnership is not in balance. Okay, and to bring an abundance to my life, sometimes that means scarcity. Now this is extremely important right now with Jupiter being direct, and we only have it for a few more months in the sign of Capricorn. There's major life lessons that are involved with Jupiter and Capricorn. It only happens once every 12 years. It's about scarcity. It's funny. We don't use handkerchiefs that often anymore. The guy would have one back in his pocket and blow his nose, put it back in, or give it to the lady and blow it, and put it back in their pocket as a way of not creating waste. And it's just like that Uranus and Taurus kind of thing. It's like that's kind of an older tradition that we no longer have. And until the pandemic hit, there was plenty of toilet paper, and that went to a scarcity for a moment, and now there's an abundance of paper, towel, and toilet paper again. But it's just like, where does our water come from? When we look at California, I think I've talked about this before. We look at California in like 2014 to now and the water reservoir, and it's scary low. It's scary, scary low. Our resources are limited, okay? Jupiter direct in Capricorn understands that our resources are limited, and that's a good thing because it teaches us something. Now, when we're single and we're seeking a relationship, our resource is limited. We have to learn to expand. We have to learn to love ourselves, all these, self-exploration things. to be able to, properly manifest and come into an alignment with that partnership when it gets there. But the scarcity of not having something, launches those rockets of desire to align us of that which we want. Now, I'm only bringing up relationship because we have the sun in the relationship sector. We've got Venus in romance area of life, so there's a lot of that kind of stuff going on. So this could be coming together, finding equal balance and harmony. This could be falling apart because it's not an equal balance and harmony. And you have to make the right decisions for you, as hard as it may be, and go into that scarcity. Especially, it's just like if we're with a loved one and we care about them, but there's not an equal give and take, there's not an equal balance. That means we're cutting ourselves off of a flow of something that we're used to, that we have. Okay, so that means our reservoir is now depleted because we're making that hard decision that isn't there in our lives anymore. So it can be hard on both parties, but ultimately, it puts you in the direction of aligning with that of which you truly need and desire, and moon being in the futuristic sign, it's just like we have to be focused on our future. Do we see a future in this? Is there a future in where we're headed, right? There's just so much going on right now. And then the last bit, Mercury septile to South Node to Chiron, Chiron back to Mercury. Okay, this is about deep communication, deep letting go, deep healings, my friends. This is very, very powerful. This is a very healing Sunday. Okay, very healing day to, to pay homage to the sun and to appreciate the abundance that we have in this life. This is very, very deep healing. Okay, it's like us taking a look and being honest with ourselves, and we know that Mercury is going to retrograde in the sign of Scorpio all the way back to 25 degrees of Libra to bring balance in our lives. So it's like we must move forward. We must go in the murky, dark trenches. Now, in mythology, Mercury and Pluto, Hades, are the only ones that are allowed into the underrealm. Okay, King Jupiter has no jurisdiction. No other planet has jurisdiction in the underworld. Okay, so Mercury is able to swiftly go into this place. Again, we're talking about mythology, but at the same time, it's understanding that our emotions and our thoughts can bring us to that deeper parts of ourselves. And a lot of times we run away from that. And this year with the pandemic and everything that's been going on, our shadow side has been very in our faces. We're having to deal with things that we don't want to deal with. We're having to face issues that we don't want to face. Okay? And this is part of it. And this is part of the healing. That's like, we have to face this stuff. We have to let go of some of this stuff to move on to a brighter future. If your ex, you fell apart with somebody, they don't love you. You might love them, they don't love you. It's like, we can honor that love, but at the same time, we have to be able to let it go to move forward to aligning ourselves with a relationship where there is an equal give and flow of love and appreciation. But instead we sometimes we can, this job, that was my favorite job. And if this didn't happen and this didn't happen, put me here. And now there's this, and now I'm dealing with these consequences and circumstances. And, and it's like, it happened, and it's learning from this and going to the depths of our soul, the depths of our, what motivates us in life to move. Remember, Mars rules Aries and Scorpio. Okay, so Mercury entering Mars territory, Mars and Pluto's territory. Okay, this is making us look at our motivation, as Mars is about motivation, and Mars is retrograde right now. What makes us move? Is it money? Does money drive us? Uranus is over there in Taurus, changing that. Is it power? We got Pluto up there in Capricorn, changing that. Is it romance? Is it lust? We've got the sun and Venus. Sun in Libra, Venus in the sign of Leo. That's like, we must be passionate and romantic and equal give and flow and honoring our partnerships. It's like we're going through so much change right now. All right. It's a big day, my friends. A lot of healing going on. Whatever's going on, allow yourself to go into the depths of your heart. Go into the depths of the soul. What motivates you? What gets you going? What fires you up? Gets you excited about life? What gets you excited about the future? you know, it's going to be a good day. I have a feeling. All right, my friends. Thank you as always for hanging out with me. Appreciate you, and we'll see you tomorrow.